I kind of integrate what you taught us, Craig, about direct response marketing with referrals by the way I do the marketing. I would say probably around 80 to 90% of my new appointments every week are people that I've never met. But the way we're doing marketing, they think they know me. And I've had people refer me that I've never met.
Talk about your strategy with how do you do this relationship building with strangers?
A lot of it's done. My main income source and my main lead source is from radio marketing, which is very expensive. But over time, the repetition, it's just like any kind of marketing, repetition builds it over time. And so I have one talent on radio that talks about me. It's just one station, but it's the biggest AM talk station in town. And then the other thing I added, and I've always wanted to do this, so I just decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a radio show. And it wasn't that expensive. It's 1 hour on a Saturday morning. And basically, I talk about buying and selling homes and some of the great training that you give us, Craig, like 27 tips to sell your home fast and for top dollar, 11 home inspection traps, all those kind of things are information for people that they just eat it up. And I integrate my stories of experiences to make it more colorful and interesting. And of course, the whole show has my own ads throughout. And so I have quite a following on that. And what I do is repurpose that. So it gets recorded on Zoom. It gets live streamed on YouTube. I'm really big on YouTube as far as using it. And it also gets recorded as a podcast. So we post it on our website. We're on all the major podcasts. It's just one company that we can integrate with all the podcasts out there. And I think I just went over like 6,500 downloads, which is pretty amazing for a very targeted topic. The whole idea is that they get to know me without ever having to talk to me. So what happens over time is when they are ready to sell, I get the call. And many times I'm the only one that gets a call. Like I'm not competing with other agents, even though they had Susie that sold in the house 30 years ago or whatever. Both Craig brings with his coaching and what I could bring locally to one of the other agents is if somebody wanted to join my team, they don't have to market. All they have to do is just get trained and go out, take appointments and make money. And that's how the system was set up. But if you're in another area, Craig is going to teach you exactly how you can market to get more business. And these are people that you don't know. So it's very valuable. I've always been so grateful to be a part of your program, Craig. I remember when I had a tough time, lost my parents within 5 months. And during those times, I couldn't work. But you know what? Because I had other agents, because I had my marketing going, my business stayed alive, which was really neat. I'm just so grateful that you help us in good times and bad times.
We're all going to have times where things are going to happen in life. Not that, things that we don't want to happen, bad things are going to happen. And it's very important that we start thinking about systems and having a business that can withstand some of these challenges we're going to have during our worst days. So when you hang out with me, you don't just hang out with me. You hang out with my top people like Barb. We do conferences. We get together several times a year, and you get to rub shoulders with the who's who in real estate. You get to personally meet agents that are making millions and millions of dollars selling hundreds, sometimes thousands of homes. And the true value of the Craig Proctor network isn't just Craig Proctor. It's Barb. It's all of the people that have been with me. Many of them, it's incredibly, my top tier agents, about 70% of them have been with me for over 10 years. Barb's been with me for 20 years. So these are long, strong relationships with the top real estate agents in the industry. And if you see the benefit of wisdom and experience and systems, and you want to learn from people that are actually in the trenches selling a lot of real estate, reach out to Barb or reach out to myself. It doesn't cost anything to have a conversation. Just have an open mind and say, what if this is true?